Hello, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. Welcome to Cricket Happenings. What a day we had as far as the Indian Premier League 2019 was concerned today. What a match we had. There were lots of runs scored, but finally it was a thunderous knock coming in from the acting captain, Pollard, who for Mumbai Indians was actually captaining the side in the absence of the injured Rohit Sharma, and he did a wonderful job. I mean, definitely they missed Rohit Sharma, but saw to it that even with the absence of Rohit Sharma, Mumbai Indians went on to win the match against the Kings XI Punjab by 3 wickets. And what a smashing innings from Pollard, coming in and smashing an unbeaten 81 of just 31 deliveries, which included 3 4s and 7 6s. Such was the power of the strokes from Pollard, and he was the man who single-handedly demolished the Kings XI Punjab bowlers. So I'll be talking about this game, and then just wanting to start off by saying that congratulations to Virat Kohli, the Indian captain, as Indian captain reputation really received a big boost, as we all know. And we are talking about the 2019 edition of Wisden Cricketers Almanac, which was published today, and he has been named as the leading cricketer in the world for an unprecedented third year in a row. This is one of the accolades that Virat Kohli has not laid his hand into, but today he laid his hand into that as well, as he was named as one of the Wisden's 5 cricketers of the year. As you know, this is the oldest individual award that is given in the sport. So congratulations to Indian captain Virat Kohli for getting that accolade. But as I said, I'm going to talk about what I have on store for you is the Mumbai Indians win over Kings XI Punjab in the game in the IPL, which was today, gave a lot of joy to all the Mumbai fans there who were gathered. It was the 24th match of the IPL, and also Zimbabwe registered a very easy victory over the United Arab Emirates. As you know, United Arab Emirates, after getting a status, they were playing a member nation for the first time, and full member nation, and that was good to see that Zimbabwe rolled them over today. So let's talk about the game here. We are talking about the Kings XI Punjab innings. So Kings XI Punjab were the ones who batted first, and they put on 197 for 4. Everything was revolved around only one partnership, and that was the opening partnership, which was a blistering one, especially with Chris Gayle at the crease, as 116 runs were added for the first wicket. None of the bowlers were spared. Chris Gayle just had a sort of a look at the bowlers for a couple of overs, with a quite couple of overs when Behendoff and Bumrah were bowling. But after that, it was the swords coming out, one could say, as it was Gayle really doing what he does best, and that is to thrash the bowlers. That's what he precisely did. His knock, he made 63 of 36 deliveries, which included 3 4s and 7 6s. None of the bowlers were spared. At the other end, it was KL Rahul at the crease. And KL Rahul at the crease, well, he took his time at the crease. Definitely, all the striking was done by Chris Gayle, as you normally know about it. But KL Rahul, what he did is he was just working his way around, and he really opened up only at one time. We were all really awaiting that clash between Chris Gayle and Alzari Joseph, which was much awaited, but that happened. But unfortunately, Gayle, played only a few balls from him, so took a couple of runs. But after that, it was on that particular over, KL Rahul took over and basically put Alzari Joseph out of the attack by hitting 2 6s in a row with a couple of 4s as well. And that was the thing which happened, where, as I said, these two openers actually raised 116 for the first wicket. Gayle departed for 63 of 36 deliveries, which included 3 4s and 7 6s. And after that, there was not much to talk about, other than KL Rahul, who went on to register his maiden IPL title, given him loads of confidence. He has been very consistent in the IPL. He has been, as you know, he's been struggling on the international stage for quite some time. But this is something which is going to give him a fresh boost of confidence, especially with the Indian team for the World Cup being going to be selected on 15th of April. KL Rahul was the one who carried the innings through, and finally, with an unbeaten 100 at unbeaten century, his first IPL century, he was not out on 100, which included out of 64 deliveries. He also opened up at the fag end of the game when the score read 151 to take the score to 197. That was the time KL Rahul really started banging a lot of sixes of the bowlers, which is good to see. In fact, he went after Hardik Pandya in particular, depositing him for 3 sixes into the crowd. And finally, Rahul finished up with an unbeaten 100 of 64 balls, 6 fours and 6 sixes. One probably thought on this particular pitch at 197 for 4 was not a really on par score, because after getting a partnership of 116, one would have definitely expected the Kings of Punjab to probably breach 220 odd runs, but unfortunately that never happened. There was a sort of a lull in proceedings, one could say, and the Mumbai Indians bowlers, I would say, hit back. David Miller was a victim of the bowling of Hardik Pandya for 7 of 8 balls with 1-4. Karun Nair was out to Hardik Pandya for 5 of 6 balls. Sam Curran could make only 8 as Bumrah got his wicket. Even Bumrah was not spared today, as Bumrah had 38 runs taken off his 4 overs with Gale in full cry. Mandeep Singh was not out on 7. 197 for 4 was what the Kings of Punjab put on the board. If you look at the bowling, Behendorf 4 was on for 35. Bumrah went for 38 runs with 1 wicket to his name. Alzari Joseph was taken off by Kieron Pollard and never brought back, 2 overs for 22. Kieron Pollard himself did not have a bowl. Rahul Chahar, the leg spinner, I thought he did a fine job under the circumstances. 4 overs, none for 27. Hardik Pandya was slapped for 57 runs, especially KL Rahul manhandling him, one could say. 4 overs, 257, and Krunal Pandya bowled 2 overs for 7 Mumbai Indians, when batting, they had chased 198 runs from 20 overs. The start was not so good as what would have expected. Siddesh Ladd was the one who was actually making his debut for the Mumbai Indians. He has been scoring a lot of runs in the domestic circuit here, and Siddesh Ladd is a very expressive batsman, and also likes to get on with the game absolutely first up, and that's what he precisely did. Ankit Rajput was the bowler, and he was making his IPL debut, and he started his scoring by hitting a 6 and a boundary. So that really says about Siddesh Ladd, as you know, he has a sort of an aggressive vein to his batting as soon as he comes to the crease. But nevertheless, it was all short-lived. Mohammad Shami broke his stumps as Siddesh Ladd was bowled by Mohammad Shami for 15 of 13 deliveries, 1-4 and 1-6 on his debut. Quinton de Kock contributed 24 of 23, 2 fours and 1-6, Ashwin taking his wicket. Sam Curran took care of Surya Kumar Yadav out for 21 of 15 with 4 boundaries, but the man who really made that big difference was this blistering innings coming in from Kieron Pollard, who really smashed the Kings of Punjab bowlers to really get this Mumbai Indians innings on a real level with Kings of Punjab, as he started smashing the bowlers, and in the end the final outcome was 83 runs coming of just 31 deliveries. He was the captain of the team as well, so he had a responsibility as well, and he undertook the responsibility in a great manner. 83 of 31 balls being smashed away with 3 fours, and look at the sixes that he hit. He hit 10 sixes, and that also signs are ominous for the opposition, because Kieron Pollard is getting in form at the right moment. He's been doing a fairly good job, but this was the one major innings that he played, and I'm also told this was his highest score here in IPL. 83 of 31 deliveries, which included 3 fours and 10 sixes. Other than that, Ishan Kishan was run out for 7. Hardik Pandya made 19 of 13. He was a victim of Mohammad Shami. Krunal Pandya's brother also went for 1. But Alzari Joseph kept his cool, stayed there with not out on 15, even after Chris Gale had departed. After Kieron Pollard had departed. 15 of 13 balls 2 boundaries. Chahar was not out on 1. And if you look at the bowling there for the Kings 11 Punjab, Ankit Rajput was really smashed away for 52 runs of his 4 overs with 1 wicket. Mohammad Shami, 4 overs, was the pick of the bowlers either side. 4 overs no maiden, 3 for 21 when all the big hitting was going around. Wilovan, 4 overs, none for 35. Ashwin bowled 4 overs, 1 for 37. Sam Curran, 4 overs. Keaton Pollard took heavy toll of the bowling of Sam Curran. He targeted Sam Curran and he really carted him for 54 runs in 4 overs. And Sam Curran had just 1 wicket to show besides his name. The other match that we are talking about, as I said, is an international match that happened between, as you know, the Zimbabwe became the first full member nation to play against United Arab Emirates in a one-day international, and they are in for I reckon it's a 5-match ODI series. So Zimbabwe have come to the United Arab Emirates, and UAE batted first, and they definitely had no answer to the Zimbabwean bowling, which was absolutely top class. Kyle Jarvis, 7.5 overs, 2 maidens, 11 runs and 2 wickets. Tendai Chatara was the man of the match, 10 overs, 2 maidens, 25 runs and 3 wickets. Donald Tripano, 8 overs, 3 maidens, 2 for 18. Sikandar Raza, 10 overs, 2 maidens, 1 for 21. Sean Williams, 3 overs, none for 3. And Bevan Mavuta, the leg spinner, 6 overs, 2 for 30. So the wickets were equally shared. It was a wonderful bowling effort from the Zimbabweans as they bowled out the United Arab Emirates for 110 runs. And if you look at the United Arab Emirates card, the highest scorer was Mohammad Bhuta, who actually made 36 runs of 76 deliveries, so 2 fours and 1 6. Other than that, Ashfaq Ahmed, the opener, was out for 2, Rohan Mustafa for 10, Ghulam Shabir for 2, Chirag Suri for 8, Shaiman Anwar for 11, Mohammad Usman for 1, Imran Haider 10, Mohammad Naveed 9, Sultan Ahmed 7, Qadir Ahmed 2. So not a sort of a very good display by the United Arab Emirates. As far as Zimbabwe's batting was concerned, Solomon Meyer, contrary to the way normally that he plays, adopted a more passive style of play, and he contributed 11 of 25 with no boundaries or no sixes in that. And Qadir Ahmed, the pace bowler, took his wicket. Chakabwa was out for 38 to the bowling Imran Haider, 38 of 68, 5 fours. Craig Irvine was the one who really held the innings together with an innings of 51 of 46 deliveries with 4 fours and 2 sixes, and he was the one who saw to it that the Zimbabwe actually won the match pretty quickly in 23.1 overs. Williams was not on 5, Maruma for 4, game over. It was a win for the Zimbabweans. Mohammad Naveed, 5 was none for 15, Qadir Ahmed, 6 was 1 for 16, Sultan Ahmed none for 30 of 6, making his debut. Rohan Mustafa, 4 overs, 1 for 18, and Imran Haider, 1 for 31. And the man of the match, as I said, was Tendai Chatara, the tall Zimbabwean bowler. The other match, which is coming up tomorrow in the IPL, is I think it's Chennai Super Kings who are going to be playing the next match. I think Rajasthan Royals are taking on the Chennai Super Kings, and that should be one hell of a match for sure. And one is really looking forward to that match as well. Well, dear fans and subscribers, nothing much to really dwell on. It's about time for me to wind up this cricket show for today by bidding you all a very good night, but promising you that your host Ram once again will be back on this cricket broadcast tomorrow night. That's on Thursday. So till such time we meet, it's good night.